It's a Manchu. Welcome to Divergence SMP. Some time ago, the whole group of us on this SMP got together and beat the End Dragon and raided the End Cities, but not everybody on this SMP is actually comfortable being in the End, and some are not very good at raiding End Cities. So, bottom line is, not everyone raided the End Cities, but everybody on the SMP loves to have shulkers. I was able to raid a couple of End Cities back then and collect enough shulkers to last me for a very long time, but I'm not going to do that for everybody else. What I can do for everybody else is make a shulker farm that everyone should be able to easily access and should be able to give you all the shulkers you need AFK. It's based on a farm designed by Prowl, and I will put a link in the description to that farm. The difference is I'm going to make this farm entirely in survival mode. Now, I found an End City that has not been raided, I don't think. For some strange reason, the two shulkers that I should see at the front of the city entrance are not here. And I don't know what the heck happened to them. But the rest of the city seems untouched, so there's lots of shulkers inside there. I'm going to make the farm near it, but not too near it. I want every part of the farm to be at least 10 blocks away from every part of that city. Oh, that ship's going to be in the way. Alright, maybe I have to go to the other side of the city. Or maybe I have to go over here. I think this looks good right here. This should work. Alright, that's my collection system. Now I need a platform with water streams on it for everything to go in. I'm going to make a platform that's 19 by 19, so I'm going to go out 8 blocks from each side. 8. And then I need to make it a little wider than that, so I'm going to go up a block and go out 3 more. Up a block, that'll be the outer ledge. Out 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up 1. 3 blocks out. Up 1. There, that's the outline. That should fit the entire farm. Now I just gotta fill everything in. How did you not get aggroed on me? Like right at the back of their head. I guess it's okay to look at the back of their head as long as you don't look them in the face. Now what I could do is I could wear a carved pumpkin on my head while I'm doing this part, and that way I wouldn't have to worry about aggroing the Enderman at all. But I'm not going to because I don't really like the view. Really don't want to look at the Enderman, but you see how they have the corner shaped, so that I'm going to put water along each of these ledges, and it's not going to create water sources. Hold on, get the cover. Darn Enderman. Alright. Now let's create the water sources and the Enderman will bother me no more. Okay, break all the ice and make the water sources. I have water streams that will cover the platform and everything will flow into those hoppers in the middle. The shulkers in the farm will be well above this platform. high enough that there's no place on the ground they can teleport to. Their drops will all drop onto this platform. It's going to be big enough to catch all of it. There. And just to make sure, the pesky Endermen have no place to spawn or teleport to up here. Let's cover everything here in slabs around the outer rim. There. That's the collection platform done. I want to put my AFK spot at least 10 blocks above this platform, because that's roughly the limit of range of how far away shulkers will target you. And because shulkers can teleport anywhere in a 17 by 17 by 17 area, basically 8 blocks away in any direction. So if I'm at least 10 blocks above the outer rim of this platform, that should be high enough. Let's see, where is the outer rim of that platform? Y67, so if I'm at Y77, that's high enough. Y77. Okay, that's perfect. Obviously, AFK platform is going to need to be made of glass. Just make a 9 by 9 platform here, and around the edges of the platform, I put armor stands. These armor stands here are just to act as targets for the shulkers, so that their bullets will hit the armor stands and not hit me. But I also, of course, need to build a ceiling. Ultimately, I'll put glass there too, but for now, I need to build out the stations where the shulkers are going to go. Ultimately, there's going to be 10 stations. Each one will hold 2 shulkers. There's the first station, 4 blocks away from that. Another station. Same on the opposite side. Build up from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another station there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Station there. Same on this side. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a station. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a station. And one more spot on each side. Go from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's a station. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's a station. Build up here temporarily to get a nice aerial view of this. That'll be the layout. Each of those stations is 4 blocks away from any other station. That'll ensure that if you have 2 shulkers at each of those spots, one of them dies, it will automatically duplicate. Alright, now, I need to cover all those spots with buttons everywhere except the underside. I suppose I could leave the glass there, but I'm going to pick it up. I need lots of glass. I need all the glass I can get for other projects. Incidentally, I do enjoy talking about parity differences between Java and Bedrock. This farm absolutely will not work in Java Edition. Shulkers in Java Edition can teleport to a lot more surfaces than they can in Bedrock. For example, in Java Edition, shulkers can teleport to glass blocks. They can't do that in Bedrock, but they can in Java. Shulkers can teleport to the underside of a bottom half slab in Java. In my experience, they've not been able to do that in Bedrock. Shulkers can also teleport to scaffolding in Java Edition, although once they teleport to it, they'll immediately try to find someplace else to teleport to. It's a way in Java Edition, some shulker farms rely on the fact that shulkers will teleport to scaffolding and then immediately try to teleport somewhere else. They use that mechanic to get the shulkers to duplicate and move somewhere that they need to be. So they sometimes see a Java Edition shulker farm design that has a whole lot of scaffolding in it and can be pretty complicated. It is imperative that I get buttons on every side of these cells except for the underside. I hope I didn't miss any spots. But that should be it. Alright, each of these cells are ready to receive shulkers, but I need to figure out a way to get them there. When Prowl made this design, he had kind of a shulker breeder setup that would allow you to take 2 shulkers, put it in the breeder, and get more to duplicate, and take the duplicates that you get from that breeder and put them in this farm. I hate it. I didn't like that design, and I felt it was better to just get as many shulkers as I can into this farm from the city, the end city, and then fill in the rest of the spots by having the shulkers, you know, duplicate. I need at least 4, I think, to get this going. If I could get 8, that would be ideal. And I think I probably can. That tower, that part right there of the city, should have lots of shulkers in it. If I could platform over to that, I probably will be good. Alright, let's just take a look in here. I gotta be careful because I'm not... They can and will target me. And I really don't want them to hit me, or worse, hurt each other. If they hit each other with bullets, that could really make my life difficult, because they might teleport and then I'd be in trouble. Alright, here comes the exceptionally dangerous part. If I do it right, the shulkers will not see me, they will not aggro on me, if this works right. Alright, drink a potion of invisibility. Now I'm completely invisible. In this state, unless I get within 1 meter of the shulkers, close enough basically to touch them, they shouldn't shoot at me. But if I look an Enderman in the face, it will still aggro on me, even though I'm invisible. So, gotta be careful not to look them in the face, because I have no armor. Need to get a feel for where I'm gonna place the railings, the rails, to pick up the shulkers. Okay, there's a shulker right there. There's a couple there. There's one right there. That seems like the one I should be collecting first. Should be able to pick them up by moving the rail right across here. Let me put down some railing. Now the cart should come up to here. Activated rail should kick off the shulker, and then it should teleport to one of these spots. That's my thinking. I'm hoping that's what happens. I want to keep wings handy, just in case I need to fly out of trouble. Drink another potion of invisibility. Grab that cart. And let's hope this works. Okay, I just climb in here. I set this cart down here. It should pick up that shulker. Oh, except the powered rail isn't powered. How about now? Oh, I just got in the cart. Ah! Flipped the lever. Picked up the guy. Sending it down the track. Is it taking damage or something? What's going on there? It moved too quickly for me to follow without risking falling, but... Okay, so... That kind of worked. That's not really where I wanted it to be. But I guess I'll take it. I kind of wanted it to be in one of these spots, but... whatever. Let's get me some more. See if I can figure out where to get the next one from. Well, crap. See what I meant? Being invisible doesn't keep you safe. Fortunately, I already built a bridge for the benefit of other people that leads all the way out there to that city. All the way from the central island. For the benefit of those that don't like to use Elytra. Alright, let me do a little experiment here. I'm going to put the carved pumpkin on my head and see if while invisible wearing a carved pumpkin do the shulkers still detect me when I'm right up to them. There's the Elytra in the water bucket. I hope that's everything I dropped. Probably. Not really sure. Let's get right up to this guy and see if they aggro on me. At this range, at least, it's not detecting me, so probably good. Because if I can wear the carved pumpkin on my head while I'm doing the rest of this, I know it's kind of blurs everything up a little bit. That's kind of a pain for the video. But at least the Enderman won't bother me if I do this. And if I can be invisible so those shulkers don't bother me, and I can be wearing a carved pumpkin so that the Endermen don't bother me, that would be really cool. Did they detect me? Yep, they detect me. Okay. So I can't have that on, unfortunately. That is most unfortunate. Because at least if I get right up next to them, they won't spot me. That should connect everything together. Put that down. He gets booted out and he teleports somewhere. That's right where I wanted him to go. Down he goes. Alright, let's put that down. And away they go. And away they go. Next. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe at least a couple more. Look in here. There's another guy there. I don't know. I think that's good enough. This is going to give me 9 shulkers. That should be good enough. Alright, I think we're good. I think that's good enough. So now, I need to clean up this mess. Let's get rid of all of these glass blocks. For the railing platforms. All of the railings. Knock all this out of the way. One last thing I should do while the invisibility lasts. rather not have the shulkers target me while I'm climbing up the scaffolding. So... I'm gonna go ahead and surround this scaffolding with glass so the shulkers won't see me until I'm in the AFK spot. Finish filling in the ceiling. There we go. According to Prowl's tutorial, I should stand one block down while I'm AFK, and that will allow the shulkers apparently to teleport, like, over my head to the other side of me. But right now, I have 25 seconds left of invisibility. Let me head down and put away some junk, organize my inventory, suit back up again with my armor, and then I can start to AFK. Chest is empty. Assuming I set everything up right, I didn't miss any buttons anywhere, I hope. I could just stand here, AFK, and wait. I have 9 shulkers to begin with. They will start to duplicate and fill in the rest of the empty spots. In the process, I am going to get a lot of shulker shells as well. I'll just give this an hour and see how far along we are. I'm back. It has been just about an hour. And you can see that... Oh, there is an empty spot there. It wasn't empty before, which is odd to me. It took about 15 minutes for all of these cells to fill up. Minus that one spot for some reason. I thought that was full before. I imagine it'll fill up again before too long, though. Anyway, it's been about an hour. This farm is fully functional. It's working really well. Let's head down and see what we got from it. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty darn good. I let everyone on the server know that this thing is running, and they can feel free to use it whenever. So this is what I learned about making a shulker farm in survival mode. Being invisible, without any armor on, that works. The shulkers will not target you unless you try to nudge the minecart they're in, which is why I made it a point to not have to touch any of the minecarts with the shulkers in them. And I carried elytra in my hotbar just in case I did get hit by a stray bullet. Unfortunately, invisibility doesn't protect you from Endermen at all, and not wearing armor means that they can take you out really quickly. I discovered that if I was wearing a carved pumpkin helmet, the shulkers still wouldn't detect me unless I was within about 3 blocks of them. So I would wear the carved pumpkin helmet until I had to work really up close with the shulkers, at which point I would take it off. Other than that one time that an Enderman took me out, things went really smoothly. Now, as I said, this farm absolutely will not work in Java Edition, but I've built a shulker farm in Java Edition before. If you want to see that, click on this video here. Speaking of things going really smoothly, soon I'm going to be working on making a farm in this realm that is so dangerous, most people don't even bother to attempt it. But if I can put it together, it will very much be worth it. Can I manage to do it without dying even once? We'll see how that goes next time on Amon Chooses Divergence SMP.